Setting and premise. The movie takes place in a magical village hidden in the mountains of Colombia, where the Madrigal family lives in a magical house known as the Casita. The Madrigals were blessed with a miracle after the family matriarch, Abuela Alma, fled her home with her husband Pedro and their infant triplets during a conflict. Pedro sacrificed his life to protect them, and in response, the miracle created the Encanto, a magical village where the family could live safely, as well as the Casita, and gave each of the Madrigal's descendants a unique magical gift. The Madrigal Family. Each member of the Madrigal family receives their gift during a ceremony when they come of age. Abuela Alma oversees the family, maintaining their connection to the miracle. Julieta, Alma's daughter, has the power to heal people with her cooking. Pepa, another daughter, controls the weather with her emotions. Bruno, the estranged son of Alma, can see the future, but is shunned due to his troubling visions. The third generation consists of Isabella, Julieta's eldest daughter, who can make plants and flowers bloom effortlessly. Luisa, Julieta's second daughter, has superhuman strength. Mirabel, Julieta's youngest daughter, is the only Madrigal who didn't receive a magical gift, which makes her feel like an outsider in her own family. Camilo, Pepa's son, can shapeshift. Dolores, Pepa's daughter, has superhuman hearing. Antonio, Pepa's youngest son, can communicate with animals. Mirabel's struggles. The story follows Mirabel, who, despite her lack of a magical gift, loves her family deeply and wants to contribute to their legacy. However, she feels inadequate compared to her gifted relatives and struggles with her place in the family. Her grandmother, Abuela Alma, unintentionally reinforces this feeling by emphasizing the importance of their miracle and gifts, making Mirabel feel invisible. During Antonio's gift ceremony, Mirabel begins to notice cracks forming in the family's magical house, and the magic seems to be fading. She tries to alert her family, but they dismiss her concerns. Determined to save the miracle and protect her family, Mirabel sets out to uncover what is threatening their magic. Bruno's prophecy. Mirabel's search leads her to the forbidden topic of her estranged uncle, Bruno. Bruno's ability to see the future had caused discomfort within the family, and he mysteriously disappeared years ago. Mirabel discovers that Bruno's room in the house is still intact, and that he had a vision of the family's magic collapsing, with Mirabel standing in the center of it. Mirabel eventually finds Bruno hiding within the walls of the Casita, living in exile to protect the family from his visions. Bruno reveals that the vision about Mirabel's role in the fate of the family was unclear, showing both the destruction of the Casita and a possible reconciliation that could save it. Family tensions and revelations. Mirabel's journey to save the magic brings family tensions to the surface. Isabella, who is perceived as perfect, reveals that she feels pressured to live up to others' expectations and doesn't have control over her own life. Luisa, the strong and dependable sister, breaks down and admits that she's overwhelmed by the constant burden of responsibility placed on her. As Mirabel confronts these family dynamics, she realizes that the family's gifts are tied to Abuela Alma's expectations and pressure on everyone to be perfect, which is straining the magic. Abuela Alma is so focused on preserving the miracle that she has lost sight of the true essence of family. The collapse of the Casita. In a heated argument between Mirabel and Abuela Alma, the Casita begins to collapse as the magic fades entirely. Mirabel runs away in despair, feeling responsible for the family's downfall. Abuela follows her and finally opens up about her past, explaining how the miracle was born from the loss of her husband. She realizes that she has been placing too much pressure on the family to live up to the miracle, afraid of losing everything again. Rebuilding the family and the miracle, Abuela and Mirabel reconcile, acknowledging their mutual love and the need to accept their imperfections. The family comes together, realizing that their strength doesn't come from their magical gifts, but from their unity and love for one another. With this realization, the villagers help rebuild the Casita, and the Madrigals rediscover their bond. In the end, Mirabel, though still without a magical gift, becomes the true heart of the family. The Casita is restored, and the magic returns, stronger than ever. But now the family understands that their gifts are not what define them. It's their love for one another that matters most.